Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Cajun Country in Lafayette, Louisiana, home to the Raging Cajuns of Louisiana. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Louisiana Raging Cajuns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Yellow Jackets will kick it away to start us off. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. To the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the offense says thank you very much for the free 5 yards, 1st and 5. They'll go with a direct snap. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10, playoff positioning, all the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Palmer, for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving up right at the right moment. They've gotten better and better as the weeks have progressed, and now we've got this major clash, head-to-head in front of the entire country, all eyes watching.
Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. He uncorks a bullet to the right. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Trying to keep this drive alive. Breaks into the open. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on 4th down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Unloads it left. A strike downfield. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Raging Cajuns have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Might be changing the route. Snap it to the back. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. And the Raging Cajuns are in the hurry-up. Trying to punch it in. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And now listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the offense will take any help it can get, and it got a little. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Louisiana.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. The give to the back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Back to pass. That's caught. It's Culliver. Oh, he's got some space. They'll bring him down, but not before he put people in the spin cycle. The Yellow Jackets moving quickly to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Looking to throw on first down. Using his legs to buy some time. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
So now it's 2nd and long. Finding open areas. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point is good. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And he finished it with a scintillating 28-yarder to the house. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Direct snap. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Working that left side. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Showing the arm strength down the left side. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. Looking for more room. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Here's a heat. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
That's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
And the Yellow Jackets trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. back to pass on second down. Gonna let it fly. He's got another 25. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well and not give back that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They'll start this drive going to the air. Looking left. Makes the grab. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
He'll take a deep shot here. He's got it inside the 15. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the point after is good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Cincinnati is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Desmond Ridder should never be counted out of any game. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to UMass. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop?
There he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Yellow Jackets want to crank the tempo.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are. And you've always... be careful around the sideline to not step out accidentally. So that wide receiver did a really nice job on that route to bring the ball in while on a tightrope.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. And the Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. He uncorks one deep. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Looking deep. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the 1st down.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Can't get him to the ground. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Now you know why you do all of those squats, all of those deadlifts, extra time in the weight room.
No doubt. Get that lower body strength so you can just shed people off you. What a great job smelling the end zone and getting in.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Maybe a double pass. Using the quick game. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Cajuns! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Culliver. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Blue Jackets in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Finds his tight end. Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that one. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Looking to throw on first down. Dances away to buy time. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Second and 10, he'll throw again. Fires left. Makes a connection. Breaks into the open on the left. Run out of bounds just before he can get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Wants to throw it. Back's got it. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To the air on first down. Shoots it to the left. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds. The give to the tailback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Quarterback making checks. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Soft spot in the middle. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to let it go. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep plays.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. On target to the left. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Louisiana!
Well, that was a huge touchdown late here in the first half for their confidence offensively. They want to be able to keep this thing close, obviously, or take the lead going into the second half. So if they kick the extra point here, you tie it up. But you've also got the option here to be aggressive and try and take the lead with a 2-point conversion. We'll see what they do.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Fires to the right. It's complete. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
Wants to go up top on first down. Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. Turning it on. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Raging Cajuns will kick it away to start the second half. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
That's a great play by this defense. It's hard when you go against a guy that's so good at the quarterback spot. He can make so many plays but the defense understood that rep. Nice job getting to him, corralling him, getting him on the ground, and creating the big sack.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on fourth down. You're in the third quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't.
Going to take a shot at this DB. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. And that one will put them up here in the second half.
Well, in the modern era of college football, you're seeing more and more athletic tight ends, like what you just saw right there. The defense had no chance covering that guy down the field. He makes them look silly on his way in for the long touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. They're up 35-28. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Cincinnati is on top. They've played awfully well today, and though that's not Desmond Ridder out there, this group is fighting. They're up by 4 over UMass. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. Last time they had it, just an aerial assault. Precision execution move. Gonna take a shot. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Yeah, I think it's pretty clear. They went into the half and said, we're getting the ball and we're going to be aggressive. And how about the aggressive shot down the field? Play one of the second half to start it, and he goes all the way to the end zone. That is how you start a half fast.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Looking downfield on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
Gonna swing it on second down. Fires to the tight end.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Trying to burn this defensive back. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. And the Yellow Jackets racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
Plenty of time in the pocket, and he'll sling it out to the left. Picked off. Trying to take it back. He's inside the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Cajuns! The defense
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play. He does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turning on the Jets, making the big play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
They'll go to the air on second and short. Fires to the wideout. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, this offense would take shots. They know they have targets that can fly, can push down the field vertically. Nice job in coverage there.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. Still on his feet at the 45. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Man, football, there is so many weapons now with small slots and big wide receivers. And then you got the tight ends now that have the speed to catch the football, chew up ground, and get to the end zone and make those big plays like he did right here.
And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 66 yards to the end zone. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Back in the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive.
Breaks into the open. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. This has been a tight one, third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
And the Raging Cajuns come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Motion from the wideout. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Got his man quickly. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. The Raging Cajuns want to pick up the tempo. From the gun, the ground game.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Trying to beat the D deep. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. That last one was just a crushing penalty for this defense. Here comes 2nd and 1. They'll go with a direct snap. Fighting off the defender. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Raging Cajuns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Louisiana! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Finds a tight end. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. The Yellow Jackets come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Grabbed in the middle. It's Culliver. At the 45 on his way. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing. Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy level performance from this guy. The accuracy, the decision-making, the athleticism, everything has been on display. Going for it all. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over. Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Go to the end zone. It's picked off. Got some room to run. He's at the 40, the 20, the 10, and he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns. And there's something you don't see often, a 100-yard interception return for a touchdown. As a quarterback, you know those windows are really small to throw into, and if you don't throw it on time, it's going to get at minimum tipped, maybe picked. That's the worst possible scenario for a quarterback. What a play by the defense. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Georgia Tech.
Bunch formation for these receivers. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one. Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time. Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense. That's going to do it for the quarter, guys. Louisiana has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Ramirez. Still on his feet at the 45. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. And the Yellow Jackets want to move quickly. Looking to throw on first down. Using his feet to buy time. He's going to take off. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing.
Yeah, I think that's nice discipline by this defense. Doing a good job playing inside out, using the sideline to their advantage, kind of stringing it out, not giving up yards. This is a really good job by the defense, playing fast and playing smartly.
Wants to fire on second down. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have it.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
From the red zone, looking for a space. He's got it down the middle. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. They just keep firing. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense and seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him out.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Texas State is just getting blown off the field right now, and at this rate, I'm not sure this won't get worse. They're trailing by 15 to TCU. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward, as this could shake up the Big 12 race significantly.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Caught in the backfield, it's Gideon. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
He'll try to do it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
The Raging Cajuns line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. The offense changing the play. They'll try to get it through the air. Snagged out of the air. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
And the Raging Cajuns will snap it on first and 10. Snap it to the back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
This offense could not have executed in this situation any better, just draining some time off the clock. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
This 3rd down play might be the last chance for this defense to stay in the game. From the gun, wants to pass. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Raging Cajuns will punt it away on 4th down. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. They'll get this drive started from the 29. To the air on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field. But you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your 2nd and 3rd read some, but we've got to stay aggressive.
Fires to the big fella. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Connection to the right. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Second down, they'll go to the air. Grab near the marker. It's Ramirez. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
What a great individual effort here in this 2-minute situation. He makes the catch in the middle of the field. He knows he's got to find a way to stop the clock. The only way to do that is to get out of bounds. He uses his speed and his vision, and he's able to elude the defense to save some time.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Moves away as he feels pressure. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
This really has been a master class.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. He caught it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
Man, I tell you what, great job by this offense. Great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your 2-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the 4th quarter when you need the 2-point conversion?
And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He makes the grab for the 2, and he ties the game here in the 4th. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. A little release to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to pass a clock and enemy. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. And I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Got his man to the left. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. And the Raging Cajuns have it with a 1st and 10. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Loss of 3. Second down.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Louisiana.
And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Georgia Tech.
And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. The holder will find his spot at the 38-yard line. That means a 48-yarder and a chance to win it. Kick is good. The big leg delivers the winner. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, 2 really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Bowman.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. 2 ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.